Welcome back to the Artistic Mystic Muse. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. Thank you for all being here. I've been a little out of the weather with changes in the planet energies, so I've got plant medicine in, so excuse the chaw in my mouth today. This is a collective reading for the beginning of August 2024, and this month is pretty powerful. We just came off of July with the Sirius portal on 7/7, and then 8/8 of August is the Lionsgate portal. Massive energy, massive changes being ushered in to the planet. And so I hope you find this reading inspiring. So let's get started. And I titled it Surrendering, Control, because there's things going on that are out of your control. And then there's some messages here about us trying to micromanage our issues. So keep that in mind. So the main card that came out was exactly that. It was surrender. And it's a 31, which converts to a 4, which talks about creating a new foundation, new stability. And she's in water, which is a really good cleanser. So if you're feeling wonky, feeling off, water is a very powerful tool, element to clear your energy and to refresh and regenerate. We're also made predominantly of water, right? So that makes sense. Surrendering it's like that thing of surrendering to the things you can't control, right? Because when you try to control them, it just creates more anxiety and stress. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we can do that. In the bottom of the deck, we have gratitude. Gratitude for any and all things, what we might deem as difficult versus the ones we enjoy, right? They're all lessons. They're all here to help us with our progress, with our evolution. So having gratitude for any and all things, little things, big things, in between things, right? People, experiences. That is a great way to surrender. It's a great way to embrace it all and shift your perception, shift your energy. Yeah, cosmic connection this month. Big month of energies and alignment. There's your chakras, right? And there's probably more than I was on this card, but and it's an 11, which talks about epiphanies, awakening, enlightenment. This also reminds me a little bit these legs of the spider, which I saw this morning, which is the weaver, how you're going to weave this new part of your path. So keep that in mind. In addition, the next card that came out, it says limitation is power. Lean into your limitations. So those limitations could be niggles, nudges, discomfort that are holding you back. And that's why it says limitation is power. When you start to examine those, learn to surrender and release them, look at them from a different perspective, they're powerful. And it allows you to let things go that no longer are serving you. And it almost looks like you're coming through a tunnel, right? Moon revealing things. I see this also as fire energy, that alchemy of the phoenix born from the flame and the ashes, right? Of burning away those things that no longer serve. And then we've got water again, which is alchemy, transformation. So what is limiting you? It can be your thoughts, it can be your words, it can be your actions, it could be past beliefs, past views, patterns that have been limiting you, that have been holding you back. Surrender and have gratitude for what they were and embrace them because they're necessary to get you where you are now, and now you're being asked to look at them through a different lens. Yes, do not be frustrated. Bottom of the deck, let go and feel peaceful. It's like the North Star, right? Guiding us. So frustration comes in when we don't have control, right? We're frustrated because we can't change it. We can't shift it sometimes, right? So why are you allowing yourself to be frustrated? You make the choice of how you want to deal with it or embrace it or heal it. So let's see what else we have today. Bottom of the deck, we've got Pisces, I believe. So when making these changes, when making these shifts, changes in pattern, changes behaviors, thoughts, words, actions. All it takes is belief that you can, which you can. You have free will. It's a choice. Here we've got another spiral. We've got the Nautilus shell, which talks about cycles. Pisces is also a water sign, emotions. Usually what causes our anxiety or stress are the emotions. An event that has triggered emotions is a wound or is something that has continued to bother you, right? It's time to release that. Time to look at those emotions or the triggers, and then what emotions are those triggers causing? Yeah, the 10th house, we have the world. This talks about victory. It also talks about completion of cycles and beginning another one. So this whole cycle concept is coming in at the beginning of this month. And then we have Leo. I will, the choice, the free will to choose. And Leo talks about the sun, new beginnings, rebirth, right? What choices are you going to make? I will choose to fill in the blank, right? And the step with this is catching it. Don't expect it to just shift like that. When you see it, acknowledge it, like, oh, there it is again. What is that, right? And then shift the narrative. Have the gratitude that you're able to see it, that you have the choice, the will to change it. Powerful. I went to the crystals deck and we've got yellow jasper and it says control issues. I can't make this up. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. The only control people have over you is what you give them power to have over you, right? Now, whether that power is their actions or their words, you don't have to believe their perspective. They're not living your life for you, right? Letting go of the control issues. So what if they don't like something you've done or the way you do something? That's their issue. A lot of times you're a mirror for that, right? Because if you change, it forces them to have to look at themselves and possibly change. So again, surrender the control issues. And then we have life lessons, peridot. Peridot is a beautiful stone. I've got one right here. It's a healing energy. It says you can break free from reoccurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. I can't make this up. So, what are those patterns? Whether they're thought behavior patterns, emotional reaction, right? Patterns. Bottom of the deck, we have titanium rainbow quartz, multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. So these triggers, maybe one person's bringing it up, but look at it. Is it something, is the theme reoccurring with other situations or people that create that same trigger? And then what is the lesson? What is the lesson there? And why are you allowing fear, that control issue, to rule your choices? Mm. Yeah, bottom, they said take the next one. Moonstone, heightened intuition. Listen to the niggles and nudges. Listen to yourself. Take a pause, get grounded, get centered, and listen. Things will reveal themselves. Yeah, emotional clearing. Fear, doubt trigger emotions. And when you don't want to feel them, you try to control them or control the situation so you don't have to feel them. Emotional clearing, cleansing, I'm also hearing. Yes, this is what you think it is what they're saying. And part of this task is to help your ascending. You're uncomfortable because you're getting ready to ascend, to level up again, to evolve. And it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because it's asking you to look at it, to look at, in some cases, the nuance of it. You may have thought you've healed it and it's something, there's a little bit left. For some of you, it's more obvious, but that's why it's here. Waterfall. There's the water again of divine love. You're being showered with divine love, with energetic love. The water is a cleanser, right? Yeah, centering in the light, getting centered. And we have Metatron's cube. There are 12 universal laws, 12 sacred geometry shapes that all fit and work within each other. They're not just flat, they're three-dimensional, multi-dimensional, really. But centering in divine power, in divine love, in divine light, getting centered and knowing that you're loved and you've got overflow love coming in. We've got the lotus flower opening, the aha, the epiphany, coming from a place of love for yourself first. It was a lesson. You had to go through it. Gratitude for that because it's here to assist you. And when you help to heal your patterns, it's like a ripple effect on a pond. It helps humanity heal by doing our own part. And if you've got plenty of love and it's overflowing, that's when you can share the overflow. But you got to deal with it here first. That's the most important starting point, you might say. Yeah, bottom of the deck, you are the rainbow bridge. That's the bridge, is when you learn to heal, to alchemize, to bring those things into alignment and love the experiences, the whole thing, this side, and everything in between. That is the bridge you build, not only for yourself, but for others, for humanity. Yeah, listen to your inner guidance. There's the intuition again. Your hard work is paying off. It's not easy. Here's the glimmer. Here's the little light of what we're trying to get to. And here's where we're at in the discomfort, right? The dark side of the moon, where things have been laid sometimes dormant, or they're things we haven't wanted to look at. That's what's being brought forth. A win-win forecast is the outcome. You've got the scale of balance, coming into alignment. Bottom of the deck, surrender to the divine. Surrender. Yeah, a new start is coming. Here's that moon again, but we got to deal with this side of the moon. Love all of it. Yeah, emotions are running high, whatever those triggers are. Okay, let's see what else we have. You got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So some of these things that need healed, these triggers, we talked about the patterns. Maybe it's a codependency pattern, feeling you need someone else, not being comfortable with yourself, being alone with yourself. Boundaries are another. Allowing, and boundaries doesn't mean you have to get in their face, but it's like you don't have to engage in it. You can listen to them, hear them out, and say, okay, well, thanks, and let it pass. It's not yours. Or boundaries of how you're going to be treated or talked to, or whatever that is. But the boundaries are necessary. And if you haven't had them, that could be where you've created limitations on yourself. And only you have the power to shift that. Double mission, light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. So double mission is kind of interesting card. Um, Part of the mission is yourself, is whatever you signed up for to experience, to learn, to grow, to shift, to evolve from. And for some of us, it's also how we're able to assist others in that way, to be the bridge, serve as a model, or share an experience, right? Yeah. But by being your authentic self is how you help everybody else. Why you're in your truth when you're in your authentic self. You're a model for everyone else. That's all it requires. For some of us, there are more things that we do. Like for me, I do these readings and other things, but it's important. And for some of you, the double mission may also be when you heal yourself and stand in your own truth and serve as a model, it may be helping to heal your family, your lineage. So those that come after you, they're like, oh, this is what how it's done. You may be a seer in that way, right? To assist others with your wisdom. that you've learned, things you've learned. All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Here's the spiral, the labyrinth again, that cycle. And it's talking about listening to your intuition. Get quiet, get grounded, get centered, and examine it. Let's see, bottom of the deck. Hiereth, I'm not sure I pronounced that right. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Some of you, you've reincarnated, if you will, or you've come here to Earth's planet to help with this ascension, to help raise humanity's connectedness to oneness, right? And so know that you're not alone. Home is here. And home is also those people you find that we call your tribe. Sometimes they're family members, sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're people you meet along the way that you have a really unique connection with, right? So know that home is always here. You're never not connected to source. And if you need assistance, ask. Angels, ancestors, God, whatever that is for you, they act on your free will. If you need help, ask for help and it will be given. All right. And then I went to the Ascended Masters deck. We've got Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. So these limitations, that's what you're being asked to focus on. How you want to change it, how you want to shift it. And the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. We've got Lord Shiva, transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe, a step at a time. For some of you, there's a really neat sculpture of Shiva dancing, right? For some of you, getting out in nature, dancing, moving, yoga, whatever that is for you, walks, movement may be helpful in not only clearing your energy, but also stilling the mind so that you can listen to yourself. We've got the snake of healing. Faith. So we had belief and we now have faith. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. It's happening. Have faith. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And divine order comes in its own order. It is not linear order as we think. Sometimes it comes in weird chunks. And then as you learn to sit with it and study it and understand it, more pieces come in to click. And then you're like, oh, now I see. The Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all and remember that love has no boundaries. And we've got the lily of rebirth. This is almost like you and your higher self, right? Coming into alignment. Archangel Michael at the bottom, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. You're being supported. All right. I'm now going to close out this reading with the keys to the 13 Universal Laws deck. This is an oracle deck I designed. If you're interested, the link is below. And I'll try to remember to put the link into my blog about the portals for like Lionsgate. Yeah. New beginnings. They're here. Universal law, raising your vibration as you learn to heal, as you learn to understand it, your frequency, your vibration raises, bringing in new things. Yeah, key to partnership. Partnership with yourself, with your higher self, your soul, and the divine are important. Universal law, taking action. What actions are you going to take to look at these limitations, to surrender, and to learn to heal them? Yes? Yeah, having grace for yourself. Universal law of wisdom. So, surrendering control is your key for the beginning of the month. Key, pun intended. And yeah, if you need a reading, feel free to reach out. My website has some offerings already, but if you want something customized, let me know. If you want frequency jewelry to assist you, I can customize something as well there. But take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and we'll see you next time. Bye.